Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to talk about why I think we need a Resident Evil remake of Code Veronica. Code Veronica is one of those games where it's pretty bad in a sense, but it's also one of the good Resident Evil games that has came out. The story is pretty alright, it's weak, it's good in a sense that the idea is good of it. There's a lot of tension and there's a lot of action in a way in it. It's kind of goofy, as most of the old Resident Evil games were, but it's more actiony, like jumping in the air type of stuff. But there is a lot of really good concepts in there which make it really, really appealing and memorable. I'll take one thing from it and I'll say why I think it works. I'll take Steve, for example. He didn't really work for a lot of people, and he was more of an annoying character than an actual interesting one to most. And yeah, he is a very annoying character. His voice is pretty annoying. He won't shut up sometimes. Claire doesn't really like him at first, but then it's more like a love interest later on, or she cares for him. And I feel like, in the sense that it's like we don't really like that, but at the same time the concept is good, because it's really sad considering that she has to see him transform into something else and have to watch him, he eventually dies. But it's sad in the sense that he does die becoming a zombie, that her love interest, the person she was knowing eventually. I think that concept is great, and to fix that in a remake, fix his character, make his character more interesting, someone she likes even more, make more chemistry into both of the characters at once. That's the thing I really like about it, and that's what I want to see come into a remake. And another thing is that we don't really care much for him, but the concept behind it I think is really great, and you can remake that, you can fix a few stuff about it. But another thing I wanted to say about it is that it's the next mainline game after the third one. It's a continuation of Claire's story. Sure, Resident Evil 4 is known to be a really good game by many, and a lot of people love it. It's a lot of people's favorites, including mine. But it's not the next one. In a way, it's the fourth one. Yes, it's the numbered one. But in a way, Code Veronica is more like a 3.5. This isn't some kind of spin-off or something that can just be skipped off, because this is considered mainline after the third one. It's a sequel to Claire's story, as Leon's sequel is the fourth one. So yeah, as much as I'm excited and I'm ready for the Resident Evil 4 remake, I really, really, really hope that Code Veronica does get a remake sometime. I don't think it should be skipped at all. I think that a lot of it is really good and it should be kept because of its unique story and some of it that might be able to be fixed in the remake. Now, I don't want it to be something like Resident Evil 3 turned out, where it's less of something. I want it to be the same thing but more of it. Something better, a better told story as it was, because it's not the best story, but it's very unique in its own right, where the concept is interesting enough that you can fix some certain points and angles of the actual original story. Now, that's all I really had to say about it, but I think that it has a lot of potential, honestly, and I think that you can easily make a great story out of it. You can easily retell it to the newer people, the new generation, everyone who does not or did not have a chance to really play that game, or they just really don't want to because it's overshadowed by the highly new graphics that people play nowadays. But either way, I think it's really good idea just to bring that out so more people can play it now, other than just playing nostalgia just by retelling the same story. Because I think that this should have came out before Resident Evil 4 remake, because I still will keep that to myself, because I still wish it did happen. I hope it still does happen after Resident Evil 4 remakes, but I really don't know where Capcom's gonna lead after that, but I really do hope they make a remake of this game. If they don't, upset a lot of fans, because there is a lot of fans who are really wanting this remake to happen. And not only that, but they're remaking it themselves. They're using the engine Resident Evil is using just to remake Code Veronica. They might not have the same technology to actually make the cutscenes or make it as great as Capcom does, but they have made the same environments in its own engine just so they can't leave it out. We want that. We want that from Capcom, and I'm absolutely hoping it will happen. Otherwise, I will want to talk about Resident Evil 0 Remake later. I'm hoping that happens too. Hell, even a remake of the first one again. I think those two ideas will work out as fine, but I really want Code Veronica to happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below what you think. Do you want the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, or do you not want it? Or what's your favorite Resident Evil game? I don't know. Would you rather have a 4 remake or a Code Veronica remake? That's all up to you to write down, but I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching everything. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.